welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be building my base today. If you've seen much of any of the Minecraft things, very much more of a technical person and not a builder. So what you're about to see is my best work of art in a long time. So let's get into it. So you can see it's a giant tree, and it doesn't have any leaves, but I still think it looks pretty good for not having any leaves. So we'll start out at the bottom, and we have almost like, so I try to keep it very greeny towards the center next to the tree where there's a lot of life, and then as you move towards the middle there's a lot more mud because it's not like, and there's some water, so it's not as like dense with greenery, it's more muddy. And then as you get to the edge you get more of this dead, dry, some dead leaves and some rooted dirt, just some lack of things. And as you look at the tree you see it has the vines growing up, and then I used bamboo to kind of connect where there wasn't moss growing up to give it kind of one complete build. Now we can try and give a good fly view so you can see the branches have some hanging roots and the petals, and the leaf or the algae or whatever we want to call it is growing on top of the branches. And honestly, some vines growing here, probably one of my best builds I've done, I'm not gonna lie. So this started back a year ago, and the only reason I know that is because if you watch the World Tour video, which you probably haven't because it's a really long video, is a giant library that keeps the history of all of the, oh, don't break that, of all the books, and all the builds, location and date they were created. And so I believe it's this one, it's the tree. So we can pull this book out for us, and we can see Massive Tree Hotel, 51st build, the location, and this is built, the tree itself was built November/December of 2023. So if you're watching this when it came out, that's basically 2 whole years ago. And so I gave this tree is currently without leaves this winter season, but it will grow open during the summer. It's currently January 16, 2024, which is the same date the last 3 builds were on. So the last 3 in the library. And then I added this. It's 1/2020, or it's 1/25/25 due 2025. It's time for the tree to grow, but not in the way expected. But it now has an environment around it, and moss grows on all sides with bamboo spreading around. It wasn't the expected leaves, but I think it turned out pretty good. So we can see when everything was created there. So this was started 2 years ago, and it was kind of left alone for a year, sprinkled on there, and then we're back. So I kind of just created it by going one way with all the branches, going out on some, and then going back this way, going up one more, and then the branches aren't great, but this is what you got. So we'll take a look inside, and this is what we're working with. I think it's like just pretty cool, I cannot lie. Now if you're a really big builder, this might be kind of small for you, but this is what it looks like for me. So I already have a flyer entrance. This is the first thing I added. And you just come in here, kind of meant to look inconspicuous, and you just press this button. You got a little 3x3 door, and then you press this button to close it. It's all closed up. So that's the first step of this. And it's relatively quick, because like how quickly you're gonna be coming in and out probably needs to be pretty quick. So everything exterior is done, good environment on the bottom, just a great, like, shoot, let's try and get a screenshot. I don't even know if you can fit it all in, honestly. So Something like that, maybe. Boom. Screenshot saved. So I don't know how much we're gonna get through in today's video, but I'd like to have floors, but I don't want to have just cut off floors that are completely even, because I feel like that's not gonna show very much or like look very good. And I kind of want it to be almost like, what do you call it, roots that are built through the tree, kind of like intertangling, but still level floors, but there's a more like gradual spiral up. But the first step is we're gonna build 2 invisible water column elevators right here, and I'll show y'all how to do that. And then this is like sorry for the text thing. Plant room, library, kitchen, armor room, personal room, storage, animal room. Those are the ideas for what's gonna be in here. This is gonna be my main base. So right now, this is the tree that started it all right here. I don't know what it is with me and trees, and this is also a tree. But yeah, so we'll get right into it with the water elevator. Okay, so I didn't actually end up showing how to make the water bubble thing. I'll just put a video in the top left corner. If I forget, just hate on me. But you can see it's an invisible water bubble elevator, and it goes up and down, and it goes all the way through the tree. It is actually a really long process to go this high with it, but the video will tell you exactly how to do it. But it's not bad by any means. So now I'm gonna break all the like temporary blocks and move on to the next thing. So it is now done. I'd say it's a pretty good little thing. You want to make sure you don't break these. But as you can see, water elevator. Oh, I fell out of it. All the way to the top of my tree. And I just made these here so I know where it stops. So yeah, so now I think we're gonna work on actually trying to do the floors, which I'm kind of dreading. So I might just start placing blocks and not really be doing any talking. This is kind of the palette I'm gonna go for, and let's get into it. sure where the last clip left off. It's been a minute. But this is the personal floor right here. As you can see, we got the redstone covered up for the door. And this is the personal room floor. So all this is kind of just aesthetic wise right now and very temporary. I don't know what I'm going to add just yet. I just think it looks pretty good. And then the second floor is the storage room. So we're just about to get into that. So first I have to fill out every chest like this for a Silent Whisper design. That'll actually, I'll have an input chest here and it'll sort through all the chests. And yeah, so I'm gonna spend a lot of time filling out all these chests. Hello. So after a couple days of trying to build that storage system, I did a little refurbish on the personal room floor. Got our little books and every little crafting station you could need, and then my like other random stuff I use. So what's this? Yeah, put that in there too. And yeah, so it looks pretty good. And now let's move on to the new outline for the storage system. So this took way too long. It has every single thing filled with like every kind of version of every block that I basically have, and there's some left to expand because I honestly have some filler sticks in here, and I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I think it's gonna like really annoy me. This is the non-stackable things that it cannot sort. Yeah, so I'm gonna just kinda do the redstone along, but I'm probably not gonna show much, and I'll just link the video from Silent Whisper whose redstone idea this is. Only struggle might be fitting the redstone in this area, but we're gonna try and see how that goes. Okay, so after a painstakingly long time, this half of the system is working. All you have to do is put in this, anything you want, so we'll put like, you know, we'll just do 5. So this should go from 44 to 49, and you have to have some filler blocks if it's something that is far along. And you'll just hear it clicking like this. And as we wait, should have this start filling up any second now. There it goes. So it automatically clicks through all these to check, and this cobblestone would have just worked its way back in there, but I just ended it quicker, so didn't have to hear the clicking. So this works so compactly. It like, I struggled. Had to extend a lot of the tree on the outside. I don't really like the look of it. Even got it around this corner, extended some of the tree to fit here, and everything works until we get to here. So I assumed I could go down a row like this and it'd be perfectly fine, but that's not the case. So I have to destroy these bottom ones and re-sort them basically. And then I figured I could, so the start actually has like a bulkier system in here, and like there's some timings and stuff. If I moved this on this side where there's more room, that would make this more clean. And then also I can move the stuff that I have to move from here and just move it here, because going all the way across either way looks really bad, and I don't want to move all the way across. We'll probably end up moving these anyways to the personal floor, but yeah, I'm just gonna fix up the redstone and everything, but I figured I'd do a check-in and show you the way the system, just how cool it is basically. Okay, so it is all done, at least the storage system. Hope you guys enjoyed. as you can see, it goes all the way around. I had to take out the bottom row of chests here and move some other stuff over here, which is a little annoying because I had everything sorted perfectly, but that's okay. And then had these here because these are non-stackable items. And then I even moved, let me grab some blocks real quick, the start input chest right here. So all you do is put the input chest, or the chest here, and then I put everything there. And so I actually got to slim down the tree on the outside over here, which definitely looks a lot better. So I'm definitely going to add some decorations and stuff, but I'd say this is a pretty good spot to leave off on this video. This took a lot longer than it looks, and I don't know if the rest of the video will work on this, or in the next one we'll work on something different. But we got this whole floor and the personal room area. I'm gonna expand on this, I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do yet. And then we have the whole new storage system down here, all completely automatic. Definitely the coolest storage system I ever built. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope to see you guys again next time, and like and subscribe. Peace.